Kia ora, everyone. This is Talika Mehra from AGV Services. I'm your third Franklin Friendly licensed advisor. Let me start with the session with showing you my license card. So it's my second session with you all. Still new at it, still jittery about it, but hopefully I will be able to give you all your answers and help you out with all your queries. I can see my team joining in. Hi, everyone. Let's wait for a few questions to come in. Till that time, I'll tell you a little bit about. I'm born and brought up in Delhi. My first job was with Immigration New Zealand as an immigration officer. I worked mainly in the partnership team. Got a lot of experience from there. Moved on to the other side of this industry, and here I am now sitting with you all, trying to give as much knowledge as I can and advise you all better, and hopefully make your dreams come true of moving to New Zealand. If my team can confirm me if I'm live. Okay, I am. Okay, so let's wait for questions to come in. Team, is there anything you want me to discuss about or tell our viewers about specifically? Okay. Okay, our first question is here. Hi, I'm an AGV client. This is Kevin Alexander asking, hi, I'm an AGV client. What's the success to failure ratio of AGV students passing out their respective courses if they fail any specific reasons? Kevin, this question is a little too vague because there is no failure ratio as such that we've noticed. I think it depends a lot on what course you've chosen. If you think that course is relevant to the field that you want to be in, you want to work in, or you see your career in, I don't see a reason that you'll be failing that subject. I think for most of our students, they all have cleared their exams, and if they have gone, because they have gone through the right, they have gone along with the right choice of course. And if you do that, I don't see any reason for you to be petrified about failing a subject or failing your course. So I think you should focus more about the choice of the course, and then go further from there. Moeen Raja asks us, where is office? Moeen, we all work from home, but we do have an office in Hamilton now, in New Zealand. However, our India team everyone works from home. We are hoping to start an office in Mumbai soon. We will update the details about that once that is up and running. However, at this point of time, we are all working from home and we are as efficient as we could be while working in an office, or maybe more. So for now, if you want to visit our office, you need to go to New Zealand for it first. Okay. Let me see if you have questions on YouTube. Kevin, my team tells me that Neha is your student advisor and you want to go for a master's in business. I think that's an amazing course, provided it will be, master's is always going to be challenging. I think it depends all on you, how willing you are to go through the course and give your 100% to it. And if you are willing to do that, I don't see you need to be worried about failing the subjects. Okay. Okay, let me give you a little update on the timelines of the applications. Student visas are currently taking about 2 to 3 months to process. However, we are getting some student visas, the decisions quite sooner than that. In fact, within about 3 weeks, we've got a couple of them. Um, Regarding partnership applications, the ones that were lodged about 6 months ago have been finally been allocated. However, we are still awaiting some decisions. The other applications are moving to Hamilton, so they are being processed a little faster. The time frames have definitely reduced, and we are hoping to see a further reduce in the time frame. And hopefully, all the application or the process will be in line in flow soon. Regarding the January, February, March, which is the JFM next big intake, we request you all to start applying for your courses, start the loan process because that's going to take the longest. Getting an offer may not take that long. Getting all the documents ready may not take that long. But what we see is getting loans takes a lot of time. If you have your finances sorted, uh, do your IELTS, because if you want to prepare for IELTS, that's again going to take some time. So I would suggest if you want to go for the January, February, March intake, please start filing your applications. Please start the process with us now, so that you can file the application in time and we don't have to defer the intake. Because and also because of the Christmas break, there's going to be a big gap in between, which will lead to delays again, and it has every year without fail. So we are hoping to see some delays because of the Christmas break as well. So it is a request. Of November has already started. If you haven't started your process for your February intake, please do that now. Reach out to our team and they're going to help you out with all your queries. Ganesh Raja asked us total cost for MBA. Ganesh, this question, there is different institute charges different has different cost for the course, but I would say I think it will be around about 30 to 40 lakhs you should have in hand for the cost as well as your living expenses. Team, correct me if I'm wrong about this. We have Kevin Alexander asking us again, what if my intake is in October and my visa gets approved somewhere in July? Can I enter the country earlier? Kevin, they will usually give you a start date to a visa. And if your intake is in October, I don't see them giving you a start date from July. So it actually depends on what the start date the immigration officer has given to you in your visa. And then only you can travel accordingly. Just a second. Okay. We have Moin Raja. Are you doing any help to Pakistani citizens? Moin, of course, we do have a lot of Pakistani clients as well. We will help you out for sure. If you can please confirm me if you are an EJB client or not. And if you're not, please provide us with your number so one of my team member can get in touch with you. Next question is from Sarat Kumar Mani. Hi, please let us know update on partnership dependent visa status. Hi, Sarat. If you could tell me if you're an EGB client, if you've lodged through us, or if you have already filed your visa, or are you planning to file? Because if you've already filed your visa, the waiting time could be 4 to 5 months, up to 6 months. However, if you haven't filed your visa, we are seeing a fall in the time frame for the partnership visas, but still, I think I would suggest you keep 3 to 4 months in your mind. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Next question we have from Walid Islam. What are the recent changes in essential work visa? Walid, the changes that have come in the work visa is mainly in the talent accredited and some other uh, work visa categories. It is mainly around the salary bit of it. If you could leave us your mobile number and I can get in touch with you and probably we can talk about it in detail. Next question is Suraj Mohan. Hi, ma'am. I'm a mechanical engineering graduate. I would like to do masters in construction management. So, is it an apt choice? Suraj, I would suggest that it is an apt choice, but I would suggest you go through the courses, see what are the courses that were there in your engineering subject, what engineering course, and what are the courses you'll be doing in masters. However, I do feel that it's an apt choice, and you should go ahead with it. Okay, we are out of questions. Let me see if my team has posted anything. Okay, sorry. We have, I think I missed out another question. Okay, so my team members confirmed that Sarat, you launched your application through us. We don't have an update as of now, but as I told you right now, we keep 5 to 6 months in your mind, and if we get an update, we will let you know soon. Also, regarding Suraj's question, Suraj, my team suggests that civil, if you have a little bit of civil background, that would be helpful with construction management. So I see you left your number, and I would request I would request Neha to, she'll call you up and clarify your doubts about this. Muhammad Ehsan, I'm an engineer, 18 years of education. Just a second. 18 years of education and more than 6 years of practical experience, 30 years of age. How can I get a job in New Zealand and permanent residence? Mohammed, there are about 2 ways at the moment that you can get a PR in New Zealand. First, we go get a residence and then you get a PR. But to get residence, either you need to have 160 points to meet the criteria, or you need to have a job offer, or you should have studied in New Zealand for about 2 years. But in case you don't have, I'm assuming you don't have the job offer letter or the education in New Zealand. So the only option is that you meet the required 160 points, you get yourself a job search visa, you go there, find a job, and then apply for your residence. Looking at your education, we can work it out to see if you have sufficient points to get into New Zealand. So I would suggest that you drop us your CV, and if you're married, your partner's CV as well. I can do the calculation bit with you and get back to you if you're meeting the required points. Kevin asks, AGV client here, what are the common reasons unis reject applicants? Usually it is due to their academics only, their scores. They are universities especially are very particular about no backlogs, especially in the last semester, in the last year. Other than that, I don't see any other reasons, unless something really pops out of the application. But these are mainly the major reasons why unis would decline your offer. Anish Alukas asks, hey madam, am I 3-year work visa? If I manage to get a government job, will I be able to get a PR? Anish, you need to give me a little bit more detail about what kind of job, what would be your salary, and all that will define if you will get a PR or not, if you can apply for residence, eligible for residence or not. So if you can give us those information, you can drop us an email, or you can contact us. Just a second, guys. Okay. Next question we've got is, hi ma'am, my wife, she's completed the study in 2017, level 7 course sales and marketing. Is there any scope of PR in New Zealand? 3 years experience in sales in New Zealand. Okay. Kush, I am a little bit confused about your question. Did your wife complete her studies in New Zealand? Did she complete it in India? If you can give me a little more clarity on your question, I would be able to answer it better. So you say she had 3 years experience in sales in New Zealand. I would suggest that you send us both of your CVs, properly updated CVs, so that we can do the bit of the calculation and get back to you. Excuse me, ma'am. This is Sukhvinder Singh Saini. Excuse me, ma'am. Actually, I recently completed my studies from MIT College, but I'm seeking the job of mechanical. Could you tell me any companies and nature of job that where I have to apply? Sukhvinder, that is something that I will not be able to advise you on at the moment. I will also have to do a bit of my research about it. But I think you can go online. There is one seek.com, seek.co.nz. You can go on that website and you can find the relevant opportunities, employment opportunities you may have there. We have Anish Aluka asking us, hey madam, I was in IT. If I manage to get any job in other field, government, will I be able to get PR? Anish, regarding PR, this is a very vague question. I'll tell you why. Because if you were in IT and you're getting into something which is not IT, you will not be able to claim points for that work experience. Because if you're claiming points for the current job, you won't be able to claim points for your previous work experience because that is not relevant to what you're doing right now. So this is something that we can probably have a chat over call because it will be a detailed discussion. So I would suggest that you send us your CV and then probably we can get on a call after that. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have no more questions here. YouTube. Team, if you can paste the questions on YouTube, I cannot see any questions. Tom Joseph asks us, can you explain about recent partnership visa changes? I don't know about there are no recent partnership visa changes. The only change that was recently a while back had come was that level 7 and level 8 partners will not be able to travel on a work visa unless the course is in the long-term skill shortage list. And only master's level people who are doing master's level course, their partners will be eligible for the work visa under partnership. Okay. Kush, thank you for your number. We will get in touch with you. Team, if you can make a note of that. Okay. Rahul Praveen asked us, my wife is MSc in medical microbiology and she's pursuing her PhD in microbiology. She's interested to migrate to New Zealand. Please suggest. Rahul, I would suggest that you please send us your CVs because I need to know your previous work experience and what you and your wife both are doing currently. Only then I'll be able to suggest. If she's already doing a PhD, I don't see you guys going for a study option. However, I would be keen to know what her previous work experience or your previous work experience is, and I can advise you better. Kevin says that Neha advised me to take a course in business, though I have a vast experience in insurance and even holding a New Zealand insurance qualification. Is it advisable to complete a course in business and then work company in New Zealand? Would that be relevant for residency? Kevin, I see what is relevant for residency would be where you can find yourself a good job, where you can find a nice package for yourself, and that is somewhere where you are interested to work in. So I think you should go for a course that the field that you are willing to work in, because that is where you will get more employment opportunities. And if you can get an offer which meets the salary requirements that you need to get a residence, New Zealand residence, that is where that course will be relevant for you. So I think you should choose the course as per the field that you want to be in, and then go ahead with it. Next, we have Vignesh Suryanarayan. He says there is a change on recent partnership visa. Okay, I just informed you about the changes. If you can elaborate on what exact change are you talking about, Vignesh, I can probably give you a better response. Okay. Manar Sami asked us, "Hey madam, it Manar from South India. I went to UK in 2008. I've been there till 2012. I studied diploma in business management from London School of Business and Computing. I left UK in 2012. Till now, I'm doing business. Is it any possibilities to study in New Zealand for postgraduate? Is there any stay back option after studies?" Manarsami, you can. There are options. You can go to New Zealand to do a postgraduate course. The study back or the staying back options is that if you are doing a level 8 and above course, you will get a 3-year work visa. Um, so you will get a post-study work visa. It's an open work visa. You can work for any company you want. There are no restrictions to those visas. And post, so it depends on if you're doing a PGD course, you will be eligible for a three-year work visa. Team, are there any questions I have missed out on? Syed Ahmed asks us, hello, is SMC a PR visa? Syed, SMC is a residence visa. After getting residence, you get a PR after a few years. So yes, SMC is a way of getting a residence visa. Visitor spouse can start apply for student visa after reach. This question is from Mevan Fernando. Mevan, if you can explain your question a little more, the question is not very clear. Syed asks then, is it a job search visa? So Syed, it is a job search if you don't have an offer letter or a 2-year qualification from New Zealand. If you do that, if you have that, then you go directly for the residence visa. However, if you don't have that, then you get a SMC job search visa in which they give you time to find a job. You find yourself a job and then move on to residence. I hope that clarifies your doubts. Okay, let me see. Okay. I asked my team if I'm missing out on any partnership change, but there is no partnership change. If you're talking about partnership processing, the processing has moved on to Hamilton now. Mumbai office will not be processing the newer partnership lot applications. The time frames for that has definitely decreased. We are seeing applications getting allocated faster. So hopefully that is going to come down from 6 months to about 4 months. I think that's all the partnership changes that has happened in the partnership area. There are no changes other than that as per instruction wise. The only changes we are seeing instruction wise is in the work visa categories. Okay, so we have a few more questions. Okay, Bint A. Zainab asks us, can students from Pakistan go for study in New Zealand after completion of O levels? Bint, I am a little unfamiliar with the levels of education in Pakistan, which is O level. I'm not sure. If you can drop us your number, one of my team member can get in touch with you and probably give you a more clear answer. Okay, we have a question from Jyoti Shaji. She says, my son finished his BCom, now doing certificate course in graphic designing. Can he do his post-graduation in graphic designing? Okay. Ideally, Joshi, they would require some work experience in that sector, and it would be better if he has a portfolio ready for it. However, he can go for it, and graduate diploma is a better option for him as of now than post graduation. Okay. We have another question from Joshua. Hi, my name is Joshua. I'm an ex-AGV student. I'm currently on a 3-year post-study work visa. Just a question for residence visa under SMC. To claim points for a partner skilled employment, would the same rules apply like skill level 1 to 3 with a 52K salary, or is it just skilled employment without the salary requirements like the principal applicant? Okay. To claim points for the partner skilled employment, the same so your partner should meet the English language requirements. There is no requirement that they need to meet a 52,000 salary, New Zealand dollar salary amount. However, Joshua, I would suggest that we have a chat about this, and I can clarify your doubts. But your partner wouldn't required to meet that $52,000 bracket. Syed Ahmed asked me for SMC overall IELTS score should be 6.5, but I gave 5 one band. Is it acceptable? It should be more than 6.5 to overall, but I think it's for band wise it is about 6. But 5 is a very low score for SMC. It won't be acceptable. If you can also specify which band it is 5 in, I can give you a proper response. Okay, next question we have from Shankar. Myself and my wife have completed 11 years of work experience in IT field. We are a little concerned about doing a study after 11 years of gap, so we would like to know if you're eligible for direct PR. Shankar, I will only be able to respond to this question if you will share me your CVs, and because I would need to see what kind of work experience you have, what were your job responsibilities, what points, how much points we can claim for those work experience. Only then I will be able to tell you if you will be eligible for direct residence or not. So if you can share us your CV, I can do the assessment and get back to you as soon as possible. Jyoti Shaji says, thank you, ma'am, for the reply. So it's better to take graduate diploma in graphic designing. Yes, Jyoti, that would be advisable as of now. Thank you. Let me just check if I've missed out on any questions. You can all visit our website, ajvglobal.com. You can see our team. The entire team is there on the website. You can see how they look like. Their contact numbers are there. You can contact them. You can also email us at info. You can email if you want to send us your SMC queries. You can send it on immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. For any study-related queries, you can email us on info@ajvglobal.com. We also have an India toll-free number, which is 1-800-103-6525. I repeat, 1-800-103-6525. And our New Zealand toll-free number is 0800-696977. I will repeat it for you again, 0800-696977. So you can drop us an email or give us a call and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. Manar Sami asks us for postgraduate program, should I write IELTS? How many bands required? How much fee I need to spend? Help me out for the visa procedures. Manar Sami, I would suggest that you get in touch with our team now. If you can leave us your number, one of us will get in touch with you. Regarding your IELTS, you will need an IELTS. However, the requirement of the score depends on college to college. So you need to first decide which course and college you want to go for and then see what is their IELTS requirement. How much fee I need to spend? This is also very dependent on the choice of course and your college. So I think you need to have a chat with one of our team members first, and probably all of your doubts will get cleared from there. Okay. Jaren Anthony, I have some questions that are not reflecting here. So my team has been very kind enough to post those questions for me. So Jaren Anthony says, how good is the opportunity for ACCA in New Zealand? The opportunities are decent. There is also an MOU with CPA, so it should not be an issue to get a registration in New Zealand. And you need to be a registered CA with at least 3 years of work experience. So if you have that, then I don't see you having any issues. Syed Ahmed asked me another question. The scope of it, security and network related. I am not going to answer any more questions till you leave us your phone number, and one of my team member will get in touch with you, or you can email me about this and I will respond to you then. Thank you, Syed. One of my team member will get in touch with you. Syed, one last thing, my team tells me that they already have your profile, and they tell me that you won't be eligible for cybersecurity as you are from ICT background, customer support. So I hope this clarify your doubt. But do get in touch with, I think if you were in touch with Ruben or Neha, just get in touch with your concerned student advisor and they will advise you on it. Okay, I don't have more questions. I will repeat our contact details for you. So viewers, you can call us on our India toll-free number at 1800-103-6525 or our New Zealand toll-free number 0800-696977. If you have any SMC related or PR related queries, you can email us on immigrationadvisor@ajbglobal.com. For any other student related queries, you can email us on info@ajbglobal.com. Let me see if I've got more questions. Sayed says, can you please touch with me for work with me? Yes, Sayed, one of my team members will get in touch with you so you can work with us. Okay. Team, if I have missed out on any questions, please paste it so I can respond to those queries. Okay, so my team says to explain you guys or talk to you about why we feel that going through a student pathway is better. Because for residents, there are requirements. There are two requirements that need to be met. Either of the two requirements. That is, one, either you need to have a job offer from a New Zealand company, or you need to have a qualification in New Zealand. Getting a job offer from a New Zealand company is very difficult because a company will not invest in you unless you have a visa in hand. So it's actually a catch-22 situation. So that option of SMC direct residence go out of the way then and there. The other option is that you either meet the point requirements, which is 160 points. So you need to have relevant qualification, relevant work experience, meeting the English language requirements to meet those points. So if you are even falling short of one single point, you will not meet the requirement. So other than that, we feel student pathway is a great pathway to go to New Zealand and settle down eventually, because once you go on a student visa, if you're going on a level 8, level 9 course, you will get a 3-year post-study work visa, which is a lot of time for you to find the right sort of job for yourself, the right career path, and which will make it easier for you to meet the requirements for a residence visa. So I think that's a more easier and a more fruitful part to go through, because you are getting a qualification as well. You are you're adding into your CV, and you will get a job offer in New Zealand. Like getting possibilities of getting a job offer in New Zealand is obviously higher because you're in the country, you have a work visa in hand, you have done a qualification from the same country. So that is why we feel that if you want to go ahead and if your plans are to settle in New Zealand, study option is the better option out of the rest. And if you think you're meeting the points requirements, please send us your CV so we can help you out. And if you are meeting, we would be happy to go ahead and help you out with your residence application. Okay, we have a few more questions. Nuwan Iranga asks us, how long is the PR process? I heard they opened a new office in Hamilton or somewhere. Will this ultimately help to faster processing times? Nuwan, the PR process can take quite a bit of time. It can take about 9 to 10 months, over an year as well for some cases. While they do have opened a Hamilton office, but that is not going to affect the processing times because there are other categories that are being looked at, and residence applications are not processed in Hamilton. Kevin asks us, can a student obtain an NZ driver license? Kevin, I'm sure you can obtain a driver license there. Umesh, good morning, ma'am. How get a job in New Zealand? Right now, I'm in South Africa. Umesh, I explained, getting a job in New Zealand if you're not in the country right now is very difficult. So the ideal way is for you to study in New Zealand and get yourself a work permit for 3 years and then go and look for a job. Sayed asks us, if I fail to get SMC visa, how much money I will to spend finally. Sayed, as I said, let's have a call now. I will answer all your queries then. Saima Ashraf, I'm an AGV client. Can you tell me regarding the spouse visa changes happening in New Zealand? Is it true that the spouse visas are getting declined in large numbers? Saima, there are there are no instruction-based changes that is happening. They have made their policies a little strict about the requirement of a living together. So there are basically two main requirements in a partnership visa, which is genuine and stable relationship and living together requirements. So what they have done is they are just being a little more strict about meeting the living together requirements now, which is the main reason for declines these days. However, if you and your partner have sufficient evidence to demonstrate that you both have been living together since you've been married, I don't see any issues with partnership application. Sayed asks us again, if I fill up 165 points, can I meet for direct PR visa without a job offer? No. If you are meeting if you are at 165 points, means you will get a job search visa. You need to get a job, get yourself a job offer, and then is when you get a residence visa. Benedict asks us, PayPal doesn't work in Nigeria, neither does online transfer. Is there any other means of acceptable mode of payment? Benedict, I can't understand in which, what payment for what are you talking about? Which, if it's for us, we can probably have a call and figure a way out. If it's with immigration, then we will need to have a chat about what payment we're actually talking about here. Okay, Umesh says, okay, thank you. Okay, let's see all the questions that we've got here. Let me see if my team has any updates for me. Saima, my team tells me that she did speak. Neha did speak to you today, and as per the conversation, it seems that you don't have sufficient documents. I would suggest if we can have a call, you can give me a call. My number is available on the website. You can call me up, or you can drop me an email and we can have a detailed chat about the documentation bit of your partnership application. Okay. Don't see any more questions coming in. Vignesh Suryanarayan says no. I'm not sure what question are you on. If he's answering someone's question, then he says AJV great team. Thank you, Vignesh. While we wait for the questions to come in, let me tell you why New Zealand. New Zealand education system is based on a British education system. If you're coming here to work, the education, the lifestyle, the quality of life that you get in New Zealand is obviously is the best amongst all other countries. It does top in it. The new country lies in top 5 countries. Also, you can work part time while you're studying. You get 20 hours of working time. You can so while you're actually studying, you can earn and get yourself work experience as well. You mostly get 3 years work post study work visa. After that, you have huge amount of time, ample of time to get yourself a job and move on to residence. So I don't see any reasons to not choose New Zealand as a place to be right now. It's a very safe city, a very safe country to be in. Oh, so yes, and considering that our office that we are while our team is working from India, we have an office in Hamilton, New Zealand. You can Arun Jacob, our CEO, you can find him there. You can find Mary Joseph, our senior manager, and also another licensed immigration advisor. So while we do provide support to you from India throughout your visa application process, but you also have support from us when you land in New Zealand, and that's where the your actual life in New Zealand will start, and you will need a lot of support. And will be a new country. You've uprooted everything, and you're moving to another country. And AJ, we will be there to support you throughout that period as well. Vignesh says NZ is a beautiful country in the world. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, we've got Tanveer Sheikh asks us which is best to get a job in New Zealand, masters or diploma course. Tanveer, I think depends mostly on your qualification and your past work experience. If you've already done a postgraduate course, you can always look for a master's course. However, if you've done a bachelor's, you can always go for a graduate diploma or a postgraduate diploma. But it depends on what field you want to work in, and getting a job depends on the choice of your course and choice of your field. If you are interested in that, I'm sure you won't have trouble finding a job. Dunkler Sadia says, and we have all the black. Hi, Duncan. Syed Ahmed says, SMC, any duration? Syed, SMC takes a bit longer. The duration for the processing is about 9 to 10 months, or could be more than a year. They will give you a job search visa for about 9 months. If you're asking about what is the duration of the visa, which is 9 months for you to find a job and apply for your residence. Okay. Let's see if I've missed out on any of the questions. Surya Naidu says, how good is the opportunity for a 2.6 years of experience guy and non-voice process to get a job in New Zealand? Surya, like I said, getting a job in New Zealand while you're not in New Zealand is quite difficult because companies will not invest in you unless you have a visa in hand to be in that country. So I think best option would be for you to go and study there, get yourself a post-study work visa, find a job, and then move ahead from there. So everyone, whoever is looking to go for the February intake, which is the January, February, March, the next intake, we would suggest that you start working with us right now, else you will not be able to make for this intake because it's already November, December, it is half of the holidays. Immigration is going to be closed, and once they open up, will be in January. And there's going to be huge backlogs because people will be applying throughout that time as well. There are going to be huge backlogs of application. It will cause delays, and it will cause delays in your application as well, which will lead you to defer to the next intake. So if you do want to go ahead and apply and you want to go to New Zealand in the next coming intake, I would suggest you start working with us right now. And we hopefully will be able to still make it in time. Ameev Mishra says, ma'am, if I had done MBA from finance, can this degree make me eligible for a job there? Ameev, like I said before, even if you've done an MBA in finance, it will make you eligible for a job, but finding a job is the task while you're not in the country. So if you if you can do a course in New Zealand and then look for a job would be a better way to go about it. Syed Ahmed says studying will be the best option to settle in New Zealand. Syed, too many questions are coming, and I think I will charge you for every question now. But just kidding. You can give me a call. Why don't you just contact us? Leave us your contact number. I think you've left us your contact number. My team will get in touch with you, and we'll clarify all your queries. Don't worry. Galgate Skeriaskas, nurses, how's the vacancies? Galgate, the opportunity for nurses is quite good. In fact, I have seen a lot of people while I was working with immigration. We used to get a lot of application for nurses. A lot of people get jobs there in that field, so I think it's a very good field to go in. Vignesh says, "Hi all, I am from New Zealand. For getting a job, it's all about your attitude and good English. So be smart the way you approach an employer." That is very true, Vignesh. And also from my personal experience, it actually doesn't matter what course you've done or how much score you've got. It may have a little bit of relevance, but I think it all depends on how you put yourself forward in front of an employer. So it all comes down to that. If you're confident of what you've done, if you're confident about your subjects, I don't see any issues in you cracking a job interview. Thank you, Vignesh, for helping me out in my live session. Do we have more questions, team? Mm-mm. My team wants to reiterate that we provide entre support for AGB students. Like you've all seen all over our page that we meet our students. Miri and Arun meet our students very oftenly for dinners and lunches because we understand that once you land in New Zealand is where the actual game begins, and it can get a little too much to be away from the family and to start afresh, to go to college and start studying. It can be stressful for someone. People can be homesick. And that is why our team is there to provide you all the support that you need from us, and you clear your course as well, and then move on to working and settling in New Zealand. So that bit of initial jittery is taken care of by our team, wonderful team in New Zealand. I don't see any more questions coming in. I will let you know of our contact details again. You can contact us on our India toll-free number 1800-103-6525. Our New Zealand toll-free number 0800-696977. You can email us on info@ajvglobal.com, or any SMC queries or PR-related queries, you can send us an email on immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. And we will get back to you as soon as possible. I don't see any more questions coming in. Vignesh says, "Good live session. All the best. Good night. Cheers." Thank you, Vignesh. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. We will be ending the live session now. See you all next week. Bye-bye.